Hey guys, it's AoE here and welcome to another Skywars video. It has been quite a while since there's been a Skywars update, but we just had one released last week and I decided to hold off on making any YouTube videos because this update had a lot of bugs in it and I just wanted to make sure that the game was fixed before I decided to make any content on it. But yeah, today we're going to start off by talking about all the changes to the Angel's Descent. And yeah, I'm going to just be going through all those, maybe showcasing some of the stuff I bought. I decided to buy a bunch of stuff already. I should have waited for the YouTube video for that, but it doesn't really matter. I'll just be showcasing everything I bought anyways. So the first thing that changed is now we have this guy in the lobby named the Opal Smith, and basically you come to this guy and you give him all of your souls. You give him everything. You give him your soul as well. You basically just sell your soul, play Hypixel Skywars, and you just give him everything. And what he'll do in return is he'll give you an opal. And these opals are used to progress through the Angel's Descent. Now keep in mind that this guy, in order to make an opal from him, it's going to cost you 1,500 souls for the average player. Now I personally have an upgrade in the Angel's Descent, which is one of the new parts of the Angel's Descent, that makes them cost 1,250 instead of 1,500, but for the average player it will cost 1,500 souls. And now with all that being said, what exactly did get added to the Angel's Descent in this update? Well, let's take a look. So at the top of the Descent we got this new emblem, and it's called the Sigma emblem, which is a pretty cringe name for an emblem, I'm not gonna lie, we could have done better. But I'm gonna type in chat here to show you guys what the Sigma emblem looks like. That is what it looks like. Vaporized kill effect should now work properly. Let's go test it in game. Yeah, and it was a little gold and white there. It does look like it functions. We're gonna have to test it out with another kill effect though in the next game. But let's say I'm a different scheme. What if I'm a different prestige? Theoretically, this kill effect should change with whatever prestige I'm using. Let's take a look. And it does. It looks like it actually functions properly for the first time since it released. Wow. Now, let's talk about some of the changes to the perks in the Angel's Descent. So to start off, Meticulous Miner got severely nerfed. The next perk that got changed was Fireproof. It is no longer Fireproof, it is now Steel Quiver. This perk used to be 3 seconds of fire resistance, I believe, on kill or something like that. And now it just adds a 10% chance to get fire arrows on top of your blazing arrows perk. So that perk no longer exists. It is now just Steel Quiver. The next perk that got changed was Smarty Pants, which basically gave you XP for mining ores. This new perk, Big Brain, adds an additional 2 levels on top of the 3 that Knowledge gives you. So it's just an upgrade to the Knowledge perk. And then last but not least, they have removed Telekinesis from the Angel's Descent and have replaced it with a perk called Adrenaline. And this just basically gives you speed 1 at the beginning of the game on top of speed boost. Alright, so first guys, we're going to be talking about all of the progressional upgrades first, and then we're going to be talking about gameplay related perks, and then finally we'll be talking about cosmetics very last. So let's get into the progressional perks first. The first brand new perk that they added is a perk called Distillery Discount, and basically what this does is it makes your potions cost 15% less in terms of coins, which is really great. I will definitely be utilizing this. I upgraded it right away. But currently I'm focused on maxing out the new descent, so I won't be able to use this one quite yet, but I'm sure it will be useful. The next one is Opal Smith. Now this one is basically essential. You want to get to this one as soon as possible because this one will help you finish the descent much faster. So if you're a higher star player, definitely try to get to this one as quick as possible. The next one, which is pretty unimportant, I would say, is Quest Master's Best Friend, and basically just gives you more coins from your quests. And then finally, last but not least, is a perk called Kill XP Boost. And basically what this does is it gives you more XP for your kills and assists, 1 to be exact. And this one is pretty important for those that are looking to grind XP. I would definitely try to get this one as quickly as possible. And also, we now have a 7th perk slot. This isn't really something I can showcase in-game. It's not really a progressional perk either, but it will just help your gameplay significantly. This perk will basically allow you to have a more balanced perk layout, loadout, whatever you want to call it. It will just make your life easier in-game. Alrighty guys, so the next perk I'm going to be showcasing is Double-Edged Sword, and basically your first 3 sword kills put a sharpness level on your sword, but there is a downside to this perk, alright? You lose hearts for each kill you get. You lose 2 hearts, and it's actually a pretty significant downside. You'll die pretty quick. So you actually do need quite a bit of gear, and this guy just gets everything. Oh my gosh, but you can't hit me. If you can't hit me, you're gonna lose. Yes, sir. Alright, we're just gonna go in. We have a sharp 1 iron. Okay, we have another. Okay, we're already sharp 3 iron. But so that means we're gonna be very low the entire game. I'm literally a 2-hit. Wow, I'm like basically dead. So we need to have absorption basically the entire game to even like live. Okay, we're gonna try to aggro here. Yeah, we're in trouble here. This guy actually kind of knows what he's doing. Are you serious? You're S-holding this hard against somebody that... So yeah, you can see the downsides of this perk, but it's actually not bad. I think it would be a lot more effective if they made it like 1.5 hearts instead of 2, maybe. I think that would be a little better, but I think the restriction is like honestly too restrictive. That's the main issue. All right, now we're going to be showcasing all of the cosmetic related stuff, and I do want to mention that there is one perk that is in the descent that I wasn't able to showcase, and it's called Dragon's Pledge, but I don't have it, and we'll just be saving that one for its own unique video whenever I get this perk. Should be coming up pretty soon, so be looking forward to this one. But with all that being said, let's start by showcasing the brand new emblem. And it's called the Delta emblem. You can see it on my Flying Angel cloak. But in case it's kind of hard to see, there it is in chats. The next cosmetic is a projectile trail called the Dragon's Descent projectile trail. And basically what this one does is, depending on your currently equipped scheme, it changes color, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm actually going to be using this one from now on. I think it's pretty dope. So yeah, let's test and see if it works. So this game, I currently have the Marigold scheme equipped. So theoretically, it should be gold and white. Yep, gold, white, orange. I think it works. But just in case, next game I will be changing my scheme just to test it out. We actually managed to get some gear this game, which I've literally never seen that before. I'm not even kidding. The last time I saw a piece of gear in this game was, 4 years ago. Okay, we just get free time warps, I guess. We want to get this iron helmet. Nice. We're basically set for this game, I'd say. Yeah, I knew Reddish MC was not going to be more stacked than me. Okay, you're using, like, I don't know what that is. Is that Troll or Warlock? Okay, I think it's actually Troll. Okay, we're just gonna warp back in a second here. And now we will keep aggroing. Alright, and now I have the spotlight projectile or emblem equipped. So now my projectile should be black and white instead of gold and white. Let's see if it worked. What the heck? Oh, hello. And you have an ender pearl? Where you be getting that from, boy? Where you get that? I think this is basically a free win here, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I honestly think they could have easily power crept the shit out of Dragon Rider and just made a more desirable cosmetic in the Descent. Like the current best cosmetic victory dance in the game has just always been Dragon Rider for like basically ever now. Ooh, this is looking like a pretty easy win. We're actually gonna full aggro this nicked player here. Yep. This is looking to be like a free win, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't think I'm gonna get contested in terms of gear. Yep. You're just running away eating golden apples. Wish I could do that, man. Yeah, this is free. Yep, there it is. And here is the victory dance. You go up in the air, and you see the two dragons die. But my idea is you have me on one dragon, the last player you kill on the other dragon. The player that dies is the dragon that disintegrates. Like, I don't know why they didn't think of that. I think people would have liked that. And then you can just ride around on the dragon afterwards. And I think people would have liked that a lot more. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. In the next video, I think I'm going to be doing an episode of Mini Skywars, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. But I'm going to be breaking all of this update down into each individual piece of it, so you can expect videos about the new kit prestige system. You can expect videos about some of the quality of life changes. You can expect videos about, you know, my opinions on the new Skywars. Wait, they're not here? Oh, wait, this is the wrong mode. The new challenge milestones and stuff like that. I will be doing videos about all of that stuff. So, yeah, anyways, I will be seeing you guys in the next ones. Expect a bunch of videos in the coming weeks. And, yeah, sorry this one took so long to come out, but I just wanted to make sure all of the bugs were patched. And, yeah, bye!